Hey everybody, in this video, I'm going to give you a plan on how to stop foreclosure and the 5 things you should not do at all costs. Let's get started. If you're behind on your mortgage, if you're facing foreclosure, if you have an inherited home, you don't know what to do with, if you have a home that needs repairs, send it our way. We would love to give you a same-day cash offer. Everybody, my name is Vince. I'm the CEO of OT Investment Group. We're a local, Dallas, trusted real estate company that specializes in giving sellers cash offers for their properties. How to stop foreclosure immediately. Before I get into that, I want to let you know about the foreclosure process so you can tell exactly where you are and know what to do. Okay, so the first part of the foreclosure process is you missed the payment. Okay, you missed the payment. Usually a bank is going to give you 15-day grace period before they give you a late payment. The next phase of the foreclosure process is, I would say, you've missed 1 to 2 payments. Okay, you're 60 days behind. At this point, the calls are going to increase from the bank and you will be getting demand letters from the bank. Okay, this is a very critical time. Okay, I need you to change your mindset. Okay, you need to decide, are you going to try to save this property or are you not going to try to save the property? Okay, it's easier, and you have more options the more time you have. Okay, generally speaking, a foreclosure, depending on the state you're in and the options you have, I would say it takes about 4 to 6 months for them to actually kick you out of that house. Okay, try your best to save that house. If you're in a situation where you know it cannot be saved, then start the process now. Okay, do not wait till the last minute. A few things you can do to stop your foreclosure immediately is call your bank. They're going to have options for you. Okay, they're sometimes able to lower the payments for 6 months. They're able to put the payments on the back end. Another thing you can do is you can Google local companies that help people make their mortgage payments. There's going to be government agencies that can potentially help you with your mortgage payments. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is I need you to look at your expenses and you need to cross out everything that's a want. Okay, you need to tell your family, hey, look, family, we're going through a situation. Maybe dad lost his job. Maybe mom's lost his job. Maybe there's a death in the family. Maybe you were laid off. Okay, you could have a high-paying job. You're a successful guy, and there's a new technology, especially in this economy. You were laid off, so they gave your job to somebody overseas. Okay, this happens. You are not alone, but you need to get into that mindset of what can we do to save this home. Tell your family, tell your kids. If you're at the point of 2 months and you don't see a solution in sight, then I think it's time to let your kids know, time to let your wife know that, hey guys, we gotta buckle down. Okay, things you can do to buckle down, like I said, is lower all those wants, like going out to dinner, going out for entertainment, your streaming services, right? Are they things that you can cut off to help you have more money to pay the mortgage? Okay, this is just temporary. Maybe get a side hustle, a side income. Go to your boss and say, hey, what can I do to increase my income? Ask family members, can you borrow some money for them? Okay, this is a tough situation, guys. It's embarrassing, I know. But what's worse is being kicked out of your house and nobody knew and they actually could have helped you. Okay, you'd be surprised who's out there rooting for you and can help. Another thing you can do is, depending on your living situation, you can get a roommate. Maybe you can Airbnb your property, okay? There are solutions. Do not wait till the last minute. Now, if you're between a rock and a hard place, should you go through foreclosure or bankruptcy, the better option is foreclosure. Obviously, we don't want you to get there. Bankruptcy is going to hurt your credit more drastically. It's going to stay on your credit longer as opposed to foreclosure. Here are the things that you should not do. Number 1, hiding it from your family and friends. Okay, I know you're the breadwinner. Okay, You don't want to disappoint your wife. You don't want to disappoint your kids. But at a certain point, you have to tell them. If you're 2, 3 months in, you got to tell them. They can help you, okay? Your wife can help you. Your friends can help you, okay? I know it's embarrassing, but they're going to have solutions for you. The second thing I don't want you to do is the bank's going to be blowing up your phone. Do not ignore the bank. They are going to have options for you. The third thing I do not want you to do is just move out of the property. Okay, the bank would rather have you in that property. It's more valuable if they know somebody's taking care of the property. If the property is vacant, they're going to most likely speed up the eviction process. Okay, and even after you've been foreclosed on, okay, you've passed the foreclosure date, do not just leave the property. In order for them to kick you out of the property, you have to have due process, you have to go through a judge, and you have to get a court order. Depending on how booked the court is, depending on the judge's schedule, it's going to give you more time. If you are at the point that you're so far gone, okay, you know you cannot catch up on this mortgage, you don't have to make partial payments. Okay, this is my personal opinion. Instead of putting, let's say your mortgage payment is $2,000 a month, and you can only come up with $1,500, you can only come up with $1,000, but you're already so far gone. You've called the bank, they don't have options for you. You've decreased your expenses, you can't keep up. The foreclosure is going to happen. Go ahead and save that money for yourself. Save that money to get a new rental. Save that money for your savings. Save that money to cover your needs. There's no point of making payments to a mortgage that is so far gone and you can't catch it up anyway. And bonus, guys, if you guys cannot keep up with that mortgage, then sell the property to an investor. Okay, at least in this way, you're not getting foreclosed on. You don't have to go through bankruptcy. And maybe you have some equity in that home that you can use to start your new life. What I would do if I was so far gone on my foreclosure, sell that house. I don't know what you're going to make. Let's say $40,000. Put that aside. Okay, before you make your next home purchase or your investment, make sure you have 6 months of personal expenses. Okay, have 6 months of personal expenses so that in the future, when you buy a new home, you can go for 6 months without having to make a payment. Okay, I hate to see people buy a house and they spend all their money on the down payment. You should have money set aside if you lose your job. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have a high paying job, if you have a successful career, you can always get a job. Stuff happens. Okay, especially if you're higher level. Okay, let's say you're a 6-figure earner. You're not just going to take any old job, okay? You have certain status and certain prestige that you want in a future job, and it might take you 4 to 6 months to find the right fit for you, right? Because you're valuable on the market. Just keep that in mind. I sincerely hope that this video helped you.